Hello everyone! I got a total of 4 hours of sleep before my alarm buzzed, and it was time to get up, get dressed, get Gizmo and head to Emerald Ranch. It was quite chilly, but it was relatively quiet in the town apart from the birds and a few people starting their days. We were all tired, but pretty excited for the ride ahead. And Queasy was nice enough to swap horses with Lottie, so she would ride Gizmo and Queasy would ride a ranch horse. I wasn't 100% on this decision because Queasy was the one who knew him best, but Lottie did have a good connection with him, so I hoped it would work out. We were at the ranch by 5:30 AM and I got so excited when I saw so many horses lined up. I wasn't aware of how many people were coming, but the more the merrier. The ride coordinator Skully, that was her nickname, came over to greet us and inform us about what the plan was and who we were going to be riding. Skully is a ranch hand here with her sister Navis, who is also on the trail ride with us. Of course, I did ask in my email, but I asked again if it was okay for me to film during the ride and also right that moment. She said as long as it didn't bash the rep of Emerald Ranch, then it would be fine. She was also nice enough to inform the other riders of me filming too, so it was all cool. I wanted a quick introduction for the riders, so here is Navis on the right and Forcifer on the left. Also, I am very jealous of Navis's hair. Here is Cora. There is actually another rider who comes in a little bit later called Flickers, but I didn't get to do an introduction shot for her. Then I got introduced to this absolute stunner, Bandit. He is a Criollo who is a ranch horse here at Emerald. Skully informed me he is super reliable and hardworking, but he is sensitive to his surroundings and listens really well. He was super well behaved when we were getting acquainted. Soon it was mount up time. Oh, and there is Flickers in the purple shirt. Everyone was incredibly sweet and were really nice to talk to. I got to know a little bit about everyone's horses and their backgrounds. Oh, and I almost forgot. The horse Queasy was riding is also a Criollo from the ranch. I was worried Queasy wouldn't get along with him, but I wasn't aware that she had already ridden him when she came up to try Gizmo. Also, Gizmo was doing very well. Then we were all setting off. Queasy was leading, with Skully on her tail, Flickers behind her, then Forcifer, then Lottie and Cora, Navis and me right at the back. Fun fact, Lottie also had a camera on her, so some of the shots will be from Lottie's perspective, but I'll let you know which ones they are. The rest of the episode will be a mix of montage and voiceover. Even though everyone was incredibly lovely, I was a little nervous because Queasy was all the way up front, Lottie was too far ahead to talk to, and I'm a little bit shy. Navis and Cora were quick with conversation though, and they mentioned that Navis's husband and a friend were going to look out for us on the ride since the grizzlies do not have the most friendly wildlife. We got chatting about my YouTube and Navis's work on the ranch, and I have to say, I really liked the both of them. Anyway, enough about my chatting, let's head to a gorgeous montage. ride was going so smoothly and we hadn't even left the Heartlands yet. Up ahead you can see Fort Wallace. Skully was shouting some facts about it at us from the front. I didn't catch all of it, but I think it was mostly a place the military used as a base. Oh, I also forgot to mention that Forcifer is a photographer, so if you see her missing from some shots, it's because she's off track taking some photos. I have to admit, I was properly enjoying myself. It was nice to not have to constantly be a helicopter parent to the horse I'm riding, and Bandit seemed relaxed enough. It was just a completely different atmosphere to our previous trail ride, where it was just me and Queasy. We always had to be on guard, checking for danger, navigating the map, keeping the horses calm and happy. This time, I was just surrounded by incredibly nice people, a very well-trained leader, horses who had done this 100 times, and a really beautiful surrounding. If you guys want, I can upload the roars of the day one in its own video, so you can properly enjoy the ride with us. The only part I was a little bit concerned about was here, because I didn't realise the ground was so loose, and we did do a little bit of a slide, but Bandit was super careful with his footing, so it really was nothing major. The slope actually led to this narrow edge where we would cross a bridge to get to the other side. I would never in a million years come this way on Jericho, but I knew that Bandit had proven to be very careful and experienced. Me and Queasy are actually calling out to each other here. She's actually the one right at the front of the group. I can't help but put in another montage. It is just far too pretty to skip this footage. So that's actually the end of day one. There was a campsite already set up when we pulled in, and after we got the horses settled, we headed down to the Traveller's Lodge for some drinks and food. It was a bit of a wild night, and I had an absolute blast. I really got to know people, and I laughed so hard that night. Me, Queasy and Lottie all agreed that this was the best way to have spent the weekend together. I felt so happy and so at home. Perhaps we did regret our late night the following day, but that's in the next video. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay positive, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!